I followed the rules, paid my dues, and crushed shit in corporate America. Then freedom became all that mattered. I'm gonna give y'all a peek into what Zulmie and I would do a while back when I was hosting open mics on IG Live on my page called Freedom and Fragility. So I too am an author. I don't know if everyone knows that, but a lot of y'all do. And my book, similar to Zulmie and the way that poetry saved her, my book came out after a divorce that I experienced some years back, right? And on that IG Live, and this is how I met Zulmie. During the pandemic, I would invite poets to just come spit on the mic, and it was called For the Record. And I wanted them to set the record straight, so before they spat, I wanted them to set the record straight, like say some stuff that they wouldn't necessarily say to family, but was comfortable enough saying it in the privacy and the safety of our space, right? Stuff that they wouldn't, necessarily say to bosses, but hopefully the way we moved in that safe space impacted the way we moved in the streets, right? So that we could break the cycle of silent suffering, all good things, right? And I would have them spit, and most times, every now and then I would do some poetry, I would write it live and spit, but most times I would just sing whatever was on my heart. And Zulmie is actually gonna spit, so y'all definitely hang around. I want y'all to hear that. She's getting her headphones so that she doesn't have as much feedback as she's having right now. But she's gonna spit a new piece that no one has ever heard before, so I'm happy she's giving us an exclusive. In the meantime, in between time, it's only right that I fill this space for artistry, since those are the vibes we're given today. And I'm going to play around with the song by Jasmine Sullivan, We Love Our Girl. We love our girl. I think it's called In Love with Another Man. If it's not, those who know the song, y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? If you can't Google I'm in love with another man and find that song, I'm sorry. Um, but the song goes something like, let me take one earphone now so I can hear good. It goes, if I could forget him, I would. Please believe me. And I know that I should throw the towel in. But baby, it's not that easy. You treat me so much better than him. And if I was sane, there'd be no competition. But I'm in love, something like that, with someone else. All right, so that was our girl Jasmine Sullivan. That's the type of songs I would typically sing on For the Records. Because I love songs that are full of emotion. It just so happens that I tend to gravitate towards songs that reflect journeys towards healing, right? And imperfection and complex things that don't make sense when somebody's looking at it from a black and white lens.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can. But do make sense, right? When we think about humanity and who we are, right? So I hope that appetizer that I have laid on our plate prepare us very well and do some justice for all that our girl Zulmie is about to bring. Zulmie, it sounds great. No feedback. I should have told you in the beginning to the headphones just make it better.
And I only have Bluetooth, so I'm like,
it works. We hear you very clearly. No feedback. So it's all good.
Hopefully they don't die.
Fingers crossed, sis. Fingers crossed. We only got 20 more minutes, so we in this thing.
Okay.
So yes, I've given your bio. But I would love for you to, introduce yourself to the folks. Who are you? What do you stand for? What feels good to you? All the things.
Hello, everyone. I am Zulmie. I am just a young, very young. I'm black, so we don't crack.
Hands down.
Just a woman on this self-love journey. And as I continue to fall in love with myself and I evolve and fully love me, that is where my freedom is truly loving me, not looking for anyone else to validate me, not looking for anyone to confirm what I'm doing, but solely loving me. That is freedom. And my poetry helps aid me through the journey. And so I'm just here to share me and help others learn self love.
I love how you describe it as through the journey, right? Because those who ain't never been through nothing, right? We was very wet behind the ears and young. You know, we think we're impenetrable and we think we're so strong that we can bounce back from anything. But when life happens, you know, and you experience some things that rip you at your core, you realize that it really is a journey, like years and
Yes.
decades, right?
And you're so focused and you're like, listen, I got to get this right.
Yeah. What things, and I know poetry is one of them, what things have kind of helped you heal and just reinvent yourself throughout your life?
First and foremost is family. After I left New York and went to college in Virginia, then moved to North Carolina, I was away from my family for a very long time. Very long time. And you forget how much sometimes just being in the presence of your loved ones just restores you a hundredfold. So when I moved here to Georgia, you know, going through the divorce, like I told you, and I came here, the embrace, my older brother and my younger sister were here, and the way they greeted me, I just broke down like, this is what I needed. So family has been the number one. Poetry and really just doing things that I want to do when I want to do. I picked up skating.
Hey, that's dope.
I enjoy doing it. I may not be that great at it, but just really just exploring things that I've never explored before. Going out by myself, not needing anyone, but family, my poetry, and really just living in the present.
Super dope, Zulmie. And I'm curious, speaking of family, like, do you come from a line of creatives? Are you an anomaly in your family? What's up?
No, not at all. My grandfather was a musician.
Oh, wow.
My younger brother, actually, is a lyricist. And I actually would only just share my poetry with him. And he'd be like, nah, sis, you got to share this. You got to, don't be scared, And he would always push me whenever he would do a mixed track. He'd make sure I'm on there doing some poetry. But there's creatives. I have cousins who sing. I have a cousin in California who's an actor, clothing designers.
Dope.
All in the family. There's a lot of creatives.
Super dope. Well, I for one am so happy that your brother pushed you, because he right. You dope as fuck. So speaking of, right, we talked about this before we came on air. I know you have a new piece you're willing to test out with us here. So I'd love for you to do that. And right before you spit, can you explain to people, what the book is that you have out, where they can find it, and what it's all about?
Yes, definitely. Right now, Rotten Soup is out. I do have a sale going on. Use the coupon code LOVE for 30% off. And really, it just takes you through the journey, my journey of self-love, from looking for love outside of me, in relationships, family, accolades, doing things just to be seen. And it really just takes you through my story. And a lot of it is relatable. That's what everyone has said. And I think it'll make you cry. It'll make you laugh. But most of all, it'll help you on your journey of self-love. And I'm currently, this is the tea I'm spilling out, no one knows, but I am working on a workbook to go with it. So that way you could journey with me. So,
So
rotten soup. Sorry, this is the beat up copy because I write in this.
love it.
This is like my Bible.
So, what poem are you gonna hit us with, Mama?
So, I was asked to be featured on a live at the end of the month celebrating love. And the assignment was for you to write a letter to love. If you had an audience with love, what would you ask? What would you say? So I wrote love. Dear love, I am a grown woman now, and I am grateful that I found you. I know you sat back and watched all the imposters that I thought were you, all the times I searched for your touch, embrace, warmth, stability, substance, all the times I wish I could possess you and keep you forever. Dear love, all I ever wanted was you. I didn't want riches, fame, fortune, material things, or lots of money. I believe that you were the greatest, greater than any grandeur that the world could give. Love, I longed for you more than life itself. Dear love, if only I knew early that the greatest love of all was me. The search for you only led to me. That true love can only be experienced if only it starts with me. That forever love gets better, sweeter, and greater the deeper I fall in love with me. Dear love, I am a grown woman now, and I am grateful I found me. Poem.
Zulmie.
Sorry for the fumbles. I wrote that yesterday.
I was sitting here trying to hold myself back from crying because I feel like I'm always crying every single week. I, I find myself all up and through every single word that you wrote, sis. I mean, cause right, like we both experienced divorce, and I just remember how hard I used to pretend to be. You know how much I would look away from things that reminded me of my dreams deferred. Like I don't, but like you said, above all the riches and accolades, like I just wanted love. Like I just wanted
That's it.
love, and you're right, like finding it at home inside of yourself, like that's the key.
That's the key.
Where did that
You'll be full forever.
yeah, where did that come from? Like what places, what experiences did you pull from to write that piece?
Oh my gosh. I journeyed back to being a kid and writing a letter to Cupid all the time. I want a boyfriend. I want so and so to like me. And then I just sat back and thought about how, from penning that, it's always been a search for someone else to love me. See me, please. Say I'm special, or say what I'm doing is perfect. I'm okay. I'm enough. Looking for that. Um, Even to starting to have sex early, middle school. I'm in middle school. I shouldn't have been having parties. Shouldn't have been doing nothing. And it's just like, wow. If only I would have known early that I was loved. I'm everything I need. I'm the savior I'm seeking.
Yeah.
I'm the healer. I'm everything to me. So I pulled from all those experiences, all of them. And I sat back and I'm like, I could have wrote a poem about all the times love disappointed me, all the times I thought it was it. And it's like, no,
Yeah.
I'm a healed woman. I'm a grown
Yeah.
woman right now. And I found it.
Yeah.
It was me. All those things happened to me because of me. I did not love me.
And it's sobering. Like self love is sobering. Cause even hearing you read that, Zumi, like, and probably for the first time, like I thought back on all the times that my love for self was displaced in others, right? Like how I would pretend to be really, really cool so they could think, I was impressive in front of their friends. You know what I'm saying? Like all the time I
Yes.
was trying to save somebody else, save a partner because I really wanted to be saved. Like I wanted somebody to show up and protect me and risk it all for
Come
me,
on.
like
Come on.
but I wanted to be loved. Like I wanted, like you said, to be accepted and nurtured, and I just kept striving for something that was always on the inside. Like if your poem fractured
And you
me.
know what? I look right. I look back now, right? And I'm like, when I decided to get married, or the person I
Hmm.
was with, this is what I wanted to be to you.
Yep.
I was hoping to be all these things that I am now for
Woo.
myself to you,
Woo.
and that you would turn around and free me. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? I didn't know how to be it for me, but I could be it for
Say
you.
that, sis. Say that, sis. Like, I'm just in a space right now because I'm gonna just let myself cry. Like, you're so right. Like I found love again, Zumi, but like this is the most effortless love I've ever experienced because I can just be. Like I ain't fronting. Like I am fragile, mentally ill many times, over anxious, hardworking, very spirited. Like I'm all of the things, and I can just be, and like there's space for me. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Like there's finally space for me. But it's because, to your point, I love me. Like I'm just showing up as I am because like it's not an option to be anybody else, right? And so finding people, like the 30s hit different. Like sharing space with people that don't understand that or can't get with that, I don't have time, right? So it's like because I love me, like only the people that are lying can even be in my. I made concessions back then, right? Like I just wanted people. I wanted them to like me, like you said. So I was always giving up
right.
my stuff, you know.
Wow.
You deep, sis.
Look, sis. Thank you for letting me test it out on your audience.
Nah, that was super, super, super fire. Thank you for doing that. And this is my first time, besides Mocha, but Mocha talks about her business. We love Mocha, y'all. We love us a Mocha. Uh,
Yes, we do.
but it's
Mocha, if you're listening, we love you. We
we
miss you.
love you a whole lot, sis. I mean, really, we gotta go to Cali. I know y'all was talking about going to wherever we was talking about. We gotta go to Cali. So we gotta pull up this year.
Hey, hey, I'm
All
there.
right. It ain't nothing but a
West
word.
side, I'm there.
Brooklyn, I'm gonna have to go see your people up northeast because I love me some Brooklyn. I miss that too. So we gotta hit all the spots. I come through your hood too.
There you
But
go.
so a few questions I have, and I'm trying to figure out how to make this succinct because we only have less than 5 minutes left, and there's just so many
Oh
things I
no,
want to
okay.
unpack. But I guess the first thing would be for me, in your 30s, right? Or whatever point it comes for you, right? Or came for you, even if you're still on that quest, like at what point in your life were things different for you? Where it was like, I'm not prioritizing other people or even in love, like I'm choosing me. Like, was that a recent shift? Was it, has it been a while? Like, when did that point come and how did it come?
I'm gonna go back to what we said. That toxic relationship.
Mm,
You get tired to a point, and you're like, I could do bad by myself. Uh, what you're doing ain't it.
yeah,
I'm silenced. Like I'm not even being me.
yeah,
I'm not free.
not free.
And it's just like you look at your life, like you said, you look at all your dreams that are deferred, and you're like, I wanted to do this.
Yeah,
I wanted to do this. And time passed by, I didn't do it.
Yep.
I'm like, I've been wanting to write a book of poetry.
Yep.
I've
Woo.
been wanting to be in the community doing what I wanted to do. And I didn't do it. And it's like, yo, it's me over you. I'm choosing me. You know, my brother, my older brother always says, he's like, man, you ain't go through no divorce. You ghost your marriage. You packed up and you left. It's like, no, I did the paperwork and all that. But yeah, it was just, I'm choosing me.
Tears are flowing because it brings me back to a time. I don't think I've ever shared this story where, you know, my relationship had become very, very toxic, but I'm still trying to do all the things, you know, trying to be as holy as possible. And as good of a wife as possible. And it came to a point where he couldn't get himself together, and I was willing to walk away from all of my dreams on me to try to save him, you know, even if it meant that, like, I would fail, you know. I remember telling my dad one day, I remember, like, where I was driving in the car, and I told him, like, yo, we just can move to another state. Maybe he can just go full-time in the Army, and I'll just, you know, move state to state, like, whatever. And, like, my daddy didn't say anything then, but he told me after the relationship had ended that he felt so brokenhearted, you know, because because think about, like, now, like, when I think about the things I'm doing now, like, I've moved to Africa, I've launched an app, I've launched a business, I'm helping Black women all over the United States, and I've launched a loan project here in Africa. Like, all these things were always inside of me, and I want to do all of these things, but, like, I was at a point, literally, where it's like, I'll leave everything and, like, whatever I gotta be, however small I need to be.
Wow.
You know, I was really at that point, however small I needed to pretend to be, so that he felt bigger and could, you know, at least try to do something, you know, to inch by. I was willing to do. And but when I was in it, I couldn't even, you know, it was nothing to me, you know. It was, when I was in it, I'm so busy trying to save somebody else who I'm, like you said, waiting to save me. I was willing to give everything just to be seen and adored and appreciated. I felt like I had to earn that jump, you know. So I relate to what you're saying 100%, sis. I get it completely.
And you realize this person was never protecting you, because when we think of protection, we think someone that's going to physically make sure I'm okay. All right, they're not even doing that, but we're women, so we're gonna make sure everything's straight, right? But you don't even realize, yo, emotionally, I'm so not together.
Yeah.
That I'm a mess. Like, I could check into a crazy house.
Literally check into a crazy house. Yep. 100%.
Protect me.
Yep.
And that's why I'm like, yo, moving forward, love, if love ever comes again, because I'm good.
Yep.
R.I.P. if I die right here, I'm good.
I feel that. Yep.
Right? Because the be it all, end it all is not
That's
for me
real.
to be remarried. But next person, you got to protect
100%.
Me on all levels.
100%.
And I got to feel like you, free,
yep.
where it's effortless.
100%.
I could be
you
me.
You deserve that. That's birthright stuff right there. Like, that's the minimum. Yeah.
The minimum.
That's the minimum, sis. You got it, but, you know, when we get in this space, all things flow that should. You know, that's friendships, relationships, partnerships, business ideas. You know, exactly. All things flow that should. I send you so much love and light, Zulmie. Before we drop, if you could tell the people where they can find you, you know, where they can follow you, if you have a mailing list, whatever. Like, tell them all the spaces and places so they can be connected to you, mama.
Please sign up and subscribe to Zulmie.com, right? So when the workbook drop and I do this training camp with just my followers, my subscribers, I want you to be a part of that. I really do. I want to create an online community like Casey. She just don't know it yet. She's going to mentor me through the whole thing.
I got she just don't know it. Sis. I got you.
But I am Zulmie, the D-A, poet on all platforms. IG, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, everywhere. Follow me. I look forward to hearing about your journey of self-love, and I hope I can help.
Now, you got a gift, Zulmie. Effortlessly, you have a gift. So please keep going. Y'all definitely follow her so you can be fed on the regular basis. And I wish you much success, right, with all of your business ventures as well. And if I could ever be of service, I mean that, right? You just tapped me on there, sis. Love and light to you. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
being on this
sis.
episode.
And keep being great, Casey. We love you. I am cheering for you all the time. You know that. I love
Thank
you.
you,
I can't wait
Mama.
to meet you in
I
person.
love you too. 2022, we're making it happen, sis. Mwah.
We're making it happen.
Blaze Business Intensive is the 6-week business management course for Black women. Enroll today by going to blazebusinessintensive.com.